Once upon a time there was a sweet little boy, who was loved by all who knew him, but he was especially dear to his grandmother, who did everything she could for the child. Once she gave him a little red velvet coat. It was so becoming, and the little boy liked it so much that he would never wear anything else, and so he got the name of Red Riding Hood. One day, his mother said to him,
"Come here, Red Riding Hood! Take this bread and bottle of French's classic yellow mustard to your grandmammy. She is weak and ill, and they will do her good. Go! Quickly! Before it gets hot! Don't loiter, by the way. Not run, or if you will, fall and break the bottle, and there'll be no mustard for your grandmammy! And when you get to her house, don't forget to say, 'Good morning!' prettily to grandmammy, without staring about, you!"
"I will do just as you tell me," Riding Hood said to his mother.
Oh, can I take my brand new shiny blue scooter?
No! You'll fall and break every bone in your stupid little body!
Oh, all right.
The Little Red Riding Hood will continue after these messages.
Hello, you have reached the Price family and BB Media Productions. Leave your message after the beep.
Hey, Brooke, this is Miss Riding Hood, and I was just wondering if you could keep an eye on Little Red, when he goes to visit his grandmother. Thanks, that'd be great. Bye.
Back to the story of the Little Red Riding Hood. His grandmother lived far into the wood, a good half-hour from the village. When he got to the wood, Red Riding Hood met a wolf, but he did not know what a wicked animal she was, so he was not a bit afraid of her.
"Good morning, Red Riding Hood," she said.
Good morning, there, Mr. Wolf,
he answered.
"Whither away so early, Red Riding Hood?"
Well, I'm going to grandmother's.
"What have you in your basket?"
Bread and mustard. We baked them yesterday, so I'm taking some bread to grandmammy. She needs something to make her tummy feel better.
"Where does she live, Red Riding Hood?"
A good quarter of an hour farther into the wood. Her house stands under 3 big old oak trees near a hedge of nut trees, which you must know,
said Red Riding Hood.
The wolf thought, "This tender little creature will be a plump morsel. She will be much nicer to eat than the wrinkly old woman. Must be very cunning, and snap them both up."
The Little Red Riding Hood will continue after these messages.
Hello, you have reached the Price family and BB Media Productions. Leave your message after the beep.
Hey, Brooke, this is Little Red Riding Hood, and I was just going to tell you that, I was on my way to grandmother's house, and I'm kinda lost, because I was chasing a frog, and now I can't find my way, so you could call me back. My number's ABC492. Bye!
Back to the story of the Little Red Riding Hood. She walked along with Red Riding Hood for a while. Then she said,
"Look at all the pretty flowers, Red Riding Hood. Why don't you look around? Why, I don't even think you hear the birds singing. You're as quiet as if you were going to school, and everything else is so happy out here in the wood."
Red Riding Hood raised his eyes when he saw the sunlight dancing through the trees and all the bright flowers. He thought,
"Well, I'm sure grandmother would be pleased if I took her a bunch of freshly picked flowers. It's still really early. I shall have plenty of time to pick them."
So he left the path and wandered off among the trees to pick flowers. Each time he picked one, he always saw another, even prettier one farther off. So he went deeper and deeper into the forest. In the meantime, the wolf went straight off to the grandmother's cottage and knocked at the door.
Who's there?
Red Riding Hood!
Red Riding Hood, bringing you bread and some mustard. Open the door.
Come right in,
called out the old woman.
but alas, I am too weak to get up.
The wolf lifted the latch and the door sprang open. She went straight in and up to the bed without saying a word, and ate up the poor old woman. Then she put on her nightdress and cap, got into bed, and drew the curtains. The Little Red Riding Hood will continue after these messages.
Hello, you have reached the Price Family and BB Media Productions. Leave your message after the beep.
Hey, Brooke, this is the wolf here, and I was just wondering if you'd seen Little Red Riding Hood anywhere. I was getting kind of hungry. Concerned for his well-being. Thanks, bye.
Back to the story of the Little Red Riding Hood. Red Riding Hood picked flowers till he could carry no more. And then he remembered he had promised not to loiter on the way to his grandmother's. He was astonished when he got to the house to find the door open, and when he entered the room everything seemed so strange. He felt quite frightened, but he did not know why.
Well, good morning, grandmother,
he cried, but he received no answer. Then he went up to the bed and drew the curtain back. There lay his grandmother, but she had drawn her cap down over her face and she looked very odd.
Oh, grandmother, what big ears you have,
he said.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what dang old big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Man, you got some big old hands, grandmammy.
The better to catch hold of you with, my dear.
But, grandmother, what big teeth you have.
The better to eat you with, my dear.
Hardly had the wolf said this when he sprung out of bed and made a grab at Red Riding Hood's bread and mustard. They began to fight.
Give it to me.
No, it's mine.
Hey, it hurts.
Give it.
No, give it to me.
After a heated argument, the wolf found himself triumphant and left with the bread and mustard.
Well, well.
Then Riding Hood toddled on home.
Oh, Riding Hood's here, Riding Hood's here. Oh, Riding Hood's here, Riding Hood's here.
Suddenly, Red Riding Hood spotted a frog.
Hey, come back here. Come back here, you little hopping booger. Kid, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Come back. Oh, get over here. Come back. Oh.
The end. Yet another BB Media Productions. All rights reserved. Copyright 2005. Batters not included. Some adult assembly required. May cause nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Yea, Pepto-Bismol. In rare cases, death has occurred.
Mix the atomic scratch. Oh my goodness. Hot tracks, mega mix, the atomic scratch.